Okay, so the elevator just said going up again. So I thought this was the perfect opportunity for me to record how these people are playing. So before I left the house, I already knew today all of a sudden the elevator wasn't going to work. As soon as I go out the house, I go check the elevator closest to where my apartment is, not working. So and I already knew. I said they're gonna do something to make the elevators go out to make frustration again, and it fucking went out. So, anyways, the reason why I'm saying that is because it took literally almost 8 minutes for the elevator to come up. Then it had a boatload of people on there, and then two girls act like they're playing patty cake. I already know what was going on. But anyways, y'all see this arrow right here? They was playing games. I'm trying to make a quick version of the elevator. You hear how it's going up and down? It's always that elevator over there by where I live that is always going out, and it's the one that's in the enclosed glass. And they're constantly having to get the elevators fixed. I don't know how that happens. So, but that happening, it reminded me of when I had an instance happen out here in the see this guy here. His name was Wesley. He had what you call it, one of those machines out. Well, not that person who lives down there, but there was this person that came off the elevator, just like in my dream, like a week prior to that happening, or maybe I'll say up to a month, but I feel like it was like 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks prior to that situation happening. That elevator out, man. Yeah, it's out. So and so that'll give me more time to tell the story why this person goes. So there was somebody who was waiting in the hallway while I was coming out of the house because of a situation that had took place. I don't want to get that guy in the let him have his privacy. But anyways, longer story short, here let me just turn it this way so instead of it being on my face. But what I was trying to say basically is that how I know that the people that live at this apartment complex, and look, it came quickly, and now there's more people on there. No, I have to finish making this video. I'll let them go down. This is the second time the elevator came up, but oh no, it's okay. Thank you. Um, but anyways, y'all. So really quick, because it this time it was longer, but I heard the elevator open. People was coughing and getting on the elevator. All of them piling up on the same floor. So that's how I know that they were playing some games. And so now I know. Yeah, don't look at me, dude. But anyways, because I never used to see nobody go in that apartment. Now I see somebody actually does live there. But anyways, what I'm trying to get to is that how I know that they were in on the harassment when I was sent to the psychiatric hospital that night on Christmas. When I even heard them say something like they were standing right about here where these markings are on the door. I mean, on the hallway, there was a guy. He came out of that apartment. He walked over here, and I was standing about right there where that first door is. And he act like he put his hand in his hoodie, and he just stood there like he had a gun, like he was waiting until I walked by so he can jack me or something. So what happened was on the other video, I didn't get a chance to say this, but what I was trying to say is when he saw that I was nervous and kind of scared because I saw that he was doing some weird behavior, another person came out of Wesley's apartment when Wesley used to stay here. And they know I was there because I remember I was freaking out in the hallway because I knew people was fucking with me up here. But I wasn't sure if I was just delusional. But based off what I remember, I know that they were fucking with me intentionally. Like when I say fucking with me, like harassing me to try to drive me psychologically crazy by doing things, and it was added with some spiritual spell work or witchcraft at the same time. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm trying to keep it kind of basic on this video. But basically, what I'm trying to get to is that when somebody came out of that elevator that I had a dream of wearing shades, and it was not, it was, let's see, I think it was nighttime or it was in the evening. Darn, the elevator came back up. Well, I'll have to. So, okay, yeah, I'll just let them go ahead. Going down. Oh yeah, and this is the gang stalker lady right here. She think I'm scared of her. Hell to the motherfucking out. And this man's still on here. God damn. You in the green Cadillac. You always be going out when I'm out. So don't be playing with me, bruh. You know your motherfucking ass always be outside when I'm outside, riding around every street I'm riding around at. Don't play with me. It's that lady, she in almost like at least 5 videos. And there's some videos I didn't even catch her. It was a dude named James that's staying outside. That's why I got her ass on camera. They always, every time I'm going outside, there they ass go. And that's funny because I wasn't even expecting that. They probably thought I was gonna get on. The dude that lives in that room, the same apartment where the other dudes that was fucking with me, he lives there now, and he has that same energy. I know they playing with me, but that's okay because they want me to be crazy. I'm fucking cool right now, bro. So it's funny, 'cause I was in the house all that time. Now all of a sudden, there she go. She's like, what the fuck is she talking? This is the first time I heard her talk, as a matter of fact. I guess because she saw me actually stand in there. She didn't say nothing else. She just said, what the fuck is she talking about? Bitch, you know your ass be everywhere I'm at. Every time, even when I went to a different store, there she was coming down the street over there too. This it's a different Safeway. I ain't getting on that motherfucking elevator. I'm finna finish my story. Come here, baby. They piss me off with that shit. That's how that like they know not to come too close now because they know what I'm waiting for. So let me get to the point. The point that I'm trying to make here is when somebody got off that elevator that I had a dream of, and I'm trying to get to the point of how I think that dream may have been like somebody doing dream magic or spell work to make me have some sort of dream, or they were watching me in my house when I had that dream, so they reiterated the exact same dream that I had by letting that black man that was gay walk off the elevator with sunglasses, stand there and look at me, and then go into Wesley's apartment right there. He don't live there no more. After they stole my phones and shit, all of a sudden I saw them all of a sudden decked out, dressed up better than they were dressed up, and it was the timing because at first he was just wearing, like sweatpants and stuff. That's how I know that they the motherfuckers that had something to do with it. Then they moved out, and around the same time, the guys down there, Damon and some other dude that was selling drugs, some gay dudes, that was always in my business watching me like, do you live here? I'm like, nigga, I've been here for months. You just now seeing me ask me, do I live here? Because he saw me walking back and forth in the hallway. They had this on camera because I remember the security officer telling me I was doing something that wasn't normal. My behavior wasn't normal. One, it's because they turned the heat up in here even higher than it should have been when it was cold outside, but that was going to be an excuse. They did that to drive me to go outside because I felt the temperature change. So what I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to get to is when one person got off the elevator, and that guy saw I wasn't gonna walk by him, so they tried to start fucking with me mentally by getting on that elevator. They got on and said since they saw I wasn't gonna go that past this direction, they went to the other elevator down there. But what they did was they got on this elevator, went up, and then went across on the 8th floor, and then came down off that elevator. They were messing with me like that. And how I know that somebody was messing with the elevator is because it sounded like it was making a noise like somebody was manually manhandling the elevator, like pulling it to make it go up. And it's like I will press the elevator, it'll take like maybe a minute or 2 minutes before it even engages. And then it sounded like different than how it sounded electronically when the elevator is being engaged with the button. It sounded like somebody was manually pulling something to make it go up slow, like with both hands though, steadily. That's the way it sounds. So I don't know if somebody was like manually doing it or what, but I noticed after I just made a video about this um, a few days ago, and I knew that the elevator was suddenly going to go out again. It wasn't going out for at least a good month or two before it went out. Now I just realized after that video, all of a sudden now they do this to fuck with people. That's why I'm thinking about getting the fuck out of this place, and just like I have a son, but I would literally live in the car so that they can't continue to do stupid shit. Then we'll be back to square one. But we have a voucher. I'll just have to transfer it or find somewhere else to live because I'm tired of it. And a man that knew about the harassment that was going on was another Crip dude that stayed in either this apartment or the other one. And he had told me he wasn't going to help me unless I gave him some you know what. So I didn't. And that's part of the reason why I went outside. I was going to go look for help soon as, and it's more to the story, but I wanted to share how, let me see. Okay. I'm almost done. So really quick, I just wanted to share a difference of like how they mess with people inside of their apartments where they stay. They have a bunch of people that gang stalk you and mess with you. This arrow has a lot to do with it because in the dream, part of my dream is why these little markings are on the elevator. I'm just showing the arrow, but the maintenance man, after they saw that video, when I came back, what they did was paint. They tried to hide it and paint over it. On the other elevator down here, they did the same thing because both elevators had markings on them so that I would not know which elevator to take that will safely go down without dropping like in my dream. So they were just fucking with me. That's what I'm trying to get to.